Greetings, this is Frina Riamentra. I've given you to another Critical Role recap. This time it will be unusual. Instead of an episode or a game, it will be recapping in their ComicCon panels. Multiple. This will be recapping two videos. One of their one is for their SuperCon panel, which I barely which I missed seeing because of techno snafu with my rental car. Yes, as you recall, I went to SuperCon but was unable to see the panel, though I did get to meet them. The other one will be the San Diego ComicCon. I wasn't able to go to the con, so I had no chance. It starts out with some questions submitted online and stuff. What one? The question that starts with what? This first one, which had the full cat at SuperCon, starts out with the question: what historical event in Exandria would you like to play a one shot in? Matt, who of course plans on, would one day like to do one where with the Dorolo kids like Percy and Vexes, and what mission they get through when the parents are away. It'd be interesting to see what dear little Gwen would get up to. That's my personal opinion because I've heard Calvin say she's the one most like Percy. Mm-hmm. Laura's idea, because it wouldn't be one of my recaps with clips.
The one shot of Kima and Allura's Band of Adventures.
You stole mine! Damn it!
If we got time travel thrown back to the moment the Luxon arrived, is that survivable?
No.
Then that's mine.
A very, very short one shot.
Sam, calling back to the beginning, to the prologue of Downfall, where they were characters who were just modes of light and stuff like. There were the proto gods. We'd like to have something back in the time of the primordials. Though I'm not sure if the way he phrased it, if he actually meant the elemental primordial stuff or like something even more like just where they're just thoughts and stuff like even with that. So, or like something like a just pure thought without any type of form, physical or otherwise. Ash would still love to have something in Aor, like properly in Aor. Keep in mind, at the time of SuperCon, on only only the first episode of Downfall was out, so you keep the timeline open. Also, oh wait, I think did I say Ashton or Ashley? I meant to say Ashley. I'm getting confused. Like I use shorthand, and of course will use Ash or Ash for Ashton or Ashley. Sorry. Then the other thing was what to the boss. Back in campaign 1, there that guy in the grass city in the Planet of Fire, the berry and stuff, like something where they look in there and stuff. I'm pretty sure they said that Matt reveals that they only had his dead wife's ashes or something. So I just think they like making more deal. And Townsend was like something post Coyote, like something immediately after the Divergent, where the gods officially left and closed the path behind the Divine Gate. Like basically the Reconstruction era of Exandria. Um, since they're also right now in something that's in the mid calamity and stuff, Marisha would like to do something with like more of a horror theme, like maybe they're dealing with the like arguably the most terrifying of all the the betrayers, Tharadoon, the Chained Oblivion. Something like he he is always depicted as having the most inhuman form, like clogging weird creatures like stuff. This thing, like isn't he doesn't even seem to have a solid form. It's just like a dark cloud or wave, cloud or wave of darkness with teeth. Hmm. And Travis, because he admits he's a little obsessed with it, and we saw this back later on. Though this episode wouldn't have even been shot yet, those pieces of episodes we did see this more. He said he admits he's kind of obsessed with Melasmir and kind of like to see like the fall or the ruin of Melasmir as it happened. And because they've also announced like in this thing that they are already making prep. They haven't talked about how they're already in production. Like even though while they're making Legends of Machina animated series, they're also now still making the Mighty Nine series animated. And with that, there's like what major events and stuff are they must see event getting animated? Travis is just looking forward to Ukatoa, like having that. Ursula is wants to see is so excited for the conclusion of the Corona Conclave. The big fights at hand, and arguably one of the most heartbreaking moments in or darkest moments in campaign one is coming. Will be happens at the end. For Taliesin, the slaying of Ripley, like just watch that over. You want to watch it over and over. Makes sense. He has the most connection, and his character was the one who died in that fight, and was therefore never actually witnessed the end. Ashley just wants just excited all about my nine, and but it's just especially excited about seeing the Yasha and Bo relationship. Sam, of course, he manages to make a.
So I'm excited to show you guys what we turned Scanlan's like magical mansion into.
I'm scared. They've made some changes and stuff, but the one thing they've kept is the immaturity.
That's coming. It's coming.
Calling it the Volstrucken, the group of magical assassins that Caleb was part of. And for Laura, seeing the animated versions of Jester's drawings, like specifically of her favorite part of anatomy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then why are you watching something about Critical Role? And no, it's not chess. That's clearly that. Also,
Because this is just so great. And then like Ashley, I really am excited about all like the little romantic moments, like the almost kisses and all those things. Like I can't wait to see that in action.
like this is where you start seeing the clear romance in the stories.
I just love. I love romance and smut.
On a related note, I love seeing design docs about doodled dicks.
So for those who didn't figure out what I was talking about before,
We're very thorough.
Lots of notes.
The variety.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's going to be a series.
Matt, he has a very interesting one. Because the campaign is strictly from the party's perspective, the old campaign, and with the anime series, you can have scenes that were not witnessed by the party, therefore not witnessed by the audience. We get to see what the party doesn't see, like. Small example, like in the first season of Legend of Box Talk, we got to see a lot of Delilah Briarwood animating the dead. Then we start with our Bell's, getting to our Bell's house questions. Wait, what? Hold it.
It's George. Now, Fern and Imogen have the shared
Did you say Imogen? Did you call her Imogen?
That's the Florida accent.
Oh, okay.
It's Georgia. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm just country. Fern and Imogen have
It's basically about how they have Fern and Imogen have a shared experience, not only both being Rudis born, but also having parents, a parent in the Vanguard, and the similarities there. And what's that like for their characters? And for keep in mind that's where they point out that's where the similarities are. Though the stuff actually when they first Laura mentions that when they first met Fern's mom and dad, the ones who raised them, raised her, she was a little jealous how well their relationship was. They're but they're very different people, and so they have very different views. And it's not someone that. Though, of course, Ashley has to make the thing like the one thing she wants out of a relationship with her biological father is to inherit Gloamglut. She wants the dragon. Can you blame her?
Good idea.
He can't be all bad,
No. Right?
Matt.
I'm not saying one way or the other. That's for you to decide.
Just flirt with him. It seems to always work for everything
Flirt
else.
with-
Yeah.
Flirt with my
No.
dad.
I don't.
Gross.
Romance the dragon.
Dragon.
The
Dragon.
dragon.
No.
Yeah, romance the dragon all day.
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Go
That's
for
what
that.
Find out later.
I mean-
Critical therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad did say he was proud of me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that counts for so much.
That was also like 10 seconds after he said you were like an embarrassment.
Yes.
They were in
Fern
the
only
same
hears
breath.
the positive.
Yeah.
Oh, you said I'm amazing? Great.
Now, Liam and Taliesin.
Oh.
With what's going on with Loudna, Delilah, now do Orem and Ash...
Loudna.
Loudna.
Sam's doing.
What's going on with Loudna? I can't do your voice, but do Orem and Ashton feel that they should have handled that situation where Loudna killed Bordor differently or in a less brutal manner?
For both, no. They kind of were uncomfortable as was happening, but I don't think they were actually changed it that much. They said they wouldn't change it. That they know they can't be soft there in war right now and stuff, and the guy did betray them. As players though, they did love Mercer's choice there. Like it was just a good role playing. We go to then a question for Matt and Marsha. About Delilah. What was it like for Lana the first day, like for after Delilah was dead for a while before she got to get revived. Like after a retake of White Stone, at the end of the retake of White Stone, she gets killed, and then after a while she gets revived to help try to complete the ritual and to bring back Vecna. And what was like for Lana having her gone for that? It was a kind of interesting point. For her, like kill alone and stuff. Point they do get Matt brings up a good, interesting bit of lore point stuff. Delilah, being a high level wizard, had a clone prepared. So while she tried to use Lana as a kind of thread or like as a tether or anchor to keep her life stuff, she wasn't really actively communicating or and basically went to the cone. So somewhere out there, Delilah just woke up in a new body, and it wasn't until they saw her in the ritual that they realized that she was just out there under the cover of mortality. It's only after her second death when she didn't have any clones anymore that she had to connect to Lana to stay, and that or she started to communicate.
It just occurred to me, are any of the other people who died on the tree maybe running around?
Are you making notes?
No?
I just had an idea for an ad.
He can't be stopped.
This is how the magic happens.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Going.
Based off of that topic?
I actually based off of this young lady wearing the cat cat mask in the front row. Yeah.
Oh no, it's the exact same one there.
Sorry, I'm paying attention now. Okay.
Well, good, because the next question is for Laura. Laudna and Liliana have
Okay, I just want to say, Matt didn't answer. Didn't answer telephone, so we still don't know. And I've been wondering that for since we found out she was who her patron was, whom she her backstory, like Lana's backstory. I was like, are these other hang bodies just walking around doing Delilah's bidding, and are they gonna just suddenly gang up on the party one day? And I want to know because I also know that if they try to be symbolic if they have to fight if they are walking around and the group has to fight them, if they try to be symbolic and have each character fight the one who was meant to represent their player's campaign one character, Imogen is screwed because either Delilah takes control of Lana because she represents Vex, Laura's first character, and in the relationship thing, that would have to fire like that again would kind of destroy. We saw a little bit of this, or that's when Delilah took control already, and it was hard. And to fight him when he doesn't have the rest to are busy fighting other, the rest would be bad. But it's also bad. But if if Lana stays on her side and fight, then she'd be fighting the stand. Then Lana would fight the stand in for Kiki. You know what that with which means with no Vex to fight. You know what that leaves Imogen to fight. The trinket stand in. Imogen is strong enough, is powerful enough, and good strong enough to be able to defeat the bear. The player Laura that is not emotionally strong enough to do harm the bear. That will destroy Laura as a player to try to fight the bear. What the hell did I write down?
have many parallels to each other, including
I don't. I'm just. Well, yeah. So I feel like.
both claiming that they are acting in Imogen's best interest. Does the current situation with Laudna change how Imogen thinks of her dad and the way he handled her mother's absence? How does Imogen feel about the people who claim to love her, leaving her and or pushing her away?
Jesus.
Situation with both claiming that they are Laudna and Liliana have many parallels to each other, including both claiming that they are acting in Imogen's best interest. Does the current situation with Laudna change how Imogen thinks of her dad and the way he handled her mother's absence? How does Imogen feel about the people who claim to love her, leaving her and or pushing her away?
Jesus.
Complex questions deserve complex answers.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, Laudna and her mom do have, yeah, they do have a lot of similarities. What? Uh-oh, what?
Are you dating your mom?
Yeah, it's kind of gross. when you
Yeah.
say it like that. No, they're so different. My mom has purple hair, so
And alive.
yeah. Oh.
Currently.
True.
I didn't hear the whole rest of the question. I was so just sad about what you were saying. So wait, how does she?
Does
What?
the current situation change how Imogen thinks of her dad and the way he handled her mother's absence? I'm gonna keep
Oh
doing it.
yeah, it makes okay. So Imogen's dad is so he shut everything down, right, and like blocked everything out. But that didn't happen. I mean, he was great with Imogen when she was growing up. It wasn't until Imogen started to have the same traits as her mom, and like those started to manifest, that he pushed her away and didn't want to deal with that again. I think, if anything, it made Imogen want to grab on tighter to Laudna when she tried to push away. You know, like you constantly say, like, I'm not good enough and stuff like that. And everything in me wants to say, yes, 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 you are. Don't do this. So.
You guys rehearsed that, didn't you? The awe.
Look, the dog is sleeping.
I know. That dog, I'm just loving
Yeah.
this dog. And he's in the Molly Mock shirt, I think.
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
Available
He's
at
sleeping. I want to go down there and spoon him so bad.
No, Ashley.
What's your dog's name? Oh.
Hi, Tesla.
He's his own source of energy.
You love pigeons.
This
too.
is what we're here for.
Hi, Tesla.
Liam.
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 I was going to say
Liam, yeah. Oh, I'm back in grade school. It's the 80s. Help.
Liam O'Brien. Now, is Orem worried about
It talks about him worrying about the fulfillment of his deal with Nanamori. You know, is he worried he'll come back right stuff, despite the fact that FG died? And he said, like, Orman at this point, it feels like if that shoe would drop, it would have dropped by now. He thinks he's out clear and stuff. One thing he was specifically said that the wording of his thing made sure like they would all see it through. And part of that would be reporting back. So the fact that FCG was not there to actually give a report was I think it's enough of a violation to null and void. Though he still gets like the fee I think he gained from it. No, they do I think still mention I think they talk about this a little later, but most of the rest of the party, if not the rest, I'm not sure very well, doesn't know that he made a deal and stuff. I still think he should wait, like, and maybe need like right now, like this is my personal thought. With right now after last episode, Lana is not biggest fan of Delilah anymore, but she should lean back instead of like out just desperation all the time. And I think that's a good thing time to mention, like how he made this deal with this great Palpatine to help save himself, and and what he wanted still couldn't happen. And basically use it as a warning, like just remember, you could use help to gain stuff to need help, doesn't mean it'll work. And if you end up, and if you what meaning if you make this deal, keep in mind they may not. It may you may not get. They may give you what the Terry want, but doesn't mean they will fulfill. He is careful enough to his things, but just because you make this deal to gain this crucial help doesn't mean it'll actually help in the end. As a way of keeping her away from temptation.
Deliver it back to
take care of his friend.
Uh-oh.
They're talking about like the what mission parameters were.
Uh-oh.
But that was his mission, their mission.
Anna coming to collect your
Well, I'll go to
ass.
hell. It's fine.
The large print giveth, and the small print taketh away.
I get into trouble all the time. You should have been with us last night.
Isn't I heard. Go. And
It was amazing.
But Bell's Hell's mission was to go. This is what Orem thinks. I'm wrong all the time. Their mission was to go learn what the hell is going, what the fuck is up with that on the moon, and report back to Keyleth and the larger forces. That's what he thinks they haven't accomplished. But again, it's all right. I'll go to hell.
There's no hell in this equation. It's just Nanamori, just the Fate Stitcher. It'll be fine.
I like a good grandma.
Oh, that's something that Orem and Fern haven't talked about. I just realized
yeah.
Do it
that
now.
you made a pact.
For then they have a 1,000 question. If there was a way for Ashton to return to normal, would he take it? Stuff and for him, it depends on how the happen. Like, it was just turn him back into a normal human or whatever race he was before. If it's just he might be he the only way you consider if it's like a full heal too, like fully back to the state he was before, or like he's Ashton suffers from chronic pain and stuff. A lot of times he drinks enough just to help him get through the night, to sleep through the night. If he doesn't having had to deal with that now, then yeah, in a second.
But yeah, only from that.
But you would be okay giving up like the powers that you've gotten from it?
Just sleep comfortably without liquor? Yes. Yeah. F pain management. No. Yeah. All good.
It should have Should have kept my mouth shut about that.
But if that wasn't part of the deal, then no, not in for a moment. This is awesome.
Thank you for censoring your F-bomb, Taliesin. This is a family panel.
I
think we're at like 4
trying
or
to make
5
a
on this
separation.
panel.
I know. I occasionally try and make it.
We really should stop. Apologies, children.
Sorry,
Oh, fuck me.
children.
All of a sudden, well, you were doing so well.
6.
Travis. The relationship dynamics between Chetney and the other members of Bell's Hills are constantly evolving. Are there any particular relationships that you find especially compelling or challenging to explore?
No, these people are boring. I'm gonna kill them all. I like people that have dark forecasts. So. Meditate and let it overtake you. She's like, what if I?
Yeah, like even Lana's of that thing, like the harder.
Like, I don't care about that part. And I love.
Like Carmen Reynolds is saying, well, do you think I really should have let go? Yeah.
Of Orm's little pact with Nanamori. I want to see the armor turn darker, and maybe he and I will both be statues in her garden.
Next is a question for Sam about the inspiration for Brea. This is his first true hot guy he's played in a game. Like none of his characters were go that high on the attractive schedule physically, like traditional, at least traditional, attractive features. Not saying they don't have their own nice things, especially in fan art. Though they do stick up a little bit for. I'll let them get to that. It's also his first time playing an evil guy, seeing how that would play out. Though the main thing is that he wanted to play hot. Also, as someone who's currently who was recovering from surgery because of before, he wanted to play someone who was physically strong now. Like he's, he definitely he does admit that Knot was definitely inspiration for why he chose Minotaur. We all know the joke at this point.
Have specifically
A Minotaur.
Yes, yes, and also I have specifically designed elements of him to try to romance every single character at the table.
Let's go.
Well, let's face it. Them as players have been working up for years for the moment where all their characters are just in one big orgy.
Oh.
I thought he would be universally appealing to everyone. Maybe not Chetney, but I don't know. Maybe Chetney. He's got some animal in him. Could always use a little bit more. Yes, I'm coming for all.
Yeah, this next part I made sure to include, so you'd all suffer with me. So you would all suffer with me.
Yes, I'm coming for all of you, and I'm coming on all of you. Fans.
This is no longer. This is just became an rating. Now we go to the audience questions. First one, like for Matt, is how what's it like for for like having Essek as a being like this NPC who evolved into the DM's player character, the DMPC. Uh, he was originally meant to be this minor villain or antagonist, according to Matt, stuff like that. Which explains like this, like he like basically helped start the war between the Empire and the Dynasty. And stuff, like that's like it's something that eventually confront and stuff. However, before they got to that, they kind of liked him and like his kind of stuff, and kept trying including him on stuff like, "Oh, come in this group chat." It's really I can't turn them there. There. Then we got this very beautiful question. 1 second. 3142. It's weird being able to just go to there and just instantly find the correct one, like almost all the time, like just a small time.
It's a really sad moment but in that moment right after Scanlan falls, which is a really sad moment. But in that moment right after, all of you disappeared. None of you were there anymore. And it was really that moment, it was you, Liam. Everyone was talking. Fix him, fix him. Well, Allura, can we do this? Like all of these things. But Liam just sat there, just staring at nothing. And it was this phantom, and I was just looking at it going, Liam's left. All of you left. And at that moment, it was Vax'ildan, just looking down at Scanlan, hoping against hope that just one more dick joke. Just open your eyes and be like, it's a cube. And so I knew at that moment that is exactly what I wanted to be at a table, whether it was on whatever side of the screen I was at. I wanted to offer that space for all of my friends as a fellow player so they could have that vulnerability, so they could lose themselves and go beyond. As a DM, to create that space so that we could matter. Those characters could matter. And so my question actually is to you, Sam. Yeah. In between the dick jokes, in between the come-ons, in between all of the, do you know my mom's name? Did you realize how important Scanlan was? Did you realize that Scanlan is the heartbeat of that team?
I assumed so. I mean, no, I think all of us had that epiphany that you had sometime during campaign 1. Maybe not at that exact moment, but I think all of us realized over the course of doing this together and then doing it in front of an audience that it matters and that we matter to each other, and that that each of us, not just Scanlan in that moment, but each of us are the beating heart of the show at a specific moment in time, and that it's serious and it's real. So I'm glad that was that moment for you, and I think I had that moment maybe later, like episode 115 or something. But I think we've all had that moment where we realize, like, oh, this is what I'm saying matters. So it's really cool.
Thank you, guys.
Next question is from a English school teacher who they describe as coolest teacher ever. Like in the and toward the end of the year, he's using D&D to help with creative writing lessons. And what lessons you take from all the playing D&D do you think are good? Like in the about like improv, talk about how it's good for improv, like good for team building and stuff like improv and being able to answer a question as someone else, like gets into the mindset of others, which is a good thing for understanding. So, especially one of the biggest things is like when you're role playing, setting up dialogue stuff to so for another character to finish, like you're setting up for them to have a moment of spotlight. And then we get a question for Ashley about or what they think about the kind of for the whole group. What I think about about Fern's love life, like all her different relationships. Like she has at this point a lot of potential suitors. I think the best way they describe for relationships that is hard to pin down. 12.
To sort of explore that because it feels like, well, we're trying to save the world. I don't want to take a moment and be like, so like, should we go out or like there's no time for it. But
There's always time for that.
I know. I feel like I'm like we have the
Chetney's
weight of the world.
bite-sized. There's always time for Chetney.
That's true.
I've got these coupons to taste the Taldori.
Yeah. We'll find some time in there, but there's definitely some interesting relationships that we don't know. I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Is Fern the kind of person that like sets the table and then waits to see who sits down?
I like that analogy. Yes. Yeah. And
Some
then
of y'all
at
got to
the
make a
table.
move.
Which throuple?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. I feel like at this point I'm like, all bets are off.
Love is blind, Exandria.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
And then they're talking about their next question was what their favorite character to play was.
That stuff. You're gonna make us choose between our campaign characters?
This is gonna be a long
Matt,
one.
it extends to you for DM PCs.
Oh boy.
I love Grog. He's so easy. So dumb.
I think I'd go Jester. For the same reason, there's this beauty of like not filtering yourself and just like I constantly filter myself in real life. It's nice to have that moment where you don't have to.
I don't think Jester's a character. I think Jester's the true lore that's been fighting to climb out of you your whole life.
No, I really believe it because there are so many times I want to say things and I just can't. So
It's not favorite necessarily. I'm like, because that feels weird to say, because it really is.
who's your favorite Taliesin? Say it.
Well, what I will say is just as an actual playing exercise, the last time that I played Caduceus at level 20, I specifically went in with the mission of not doing a single point of damage. And I wanted to see if I could play without doing a single point of damage, and I did it, and I'm killing myself that I didn't start that previously in the game. And like I was,
Is that true?
yeah.
You're great,
pretty sure. I was I was just sitting there
that's not
going,
what you got
no,
on the ground.
no, that's interesting. Yeah, like literally just sitting fucking with shit. I wish I had gone through like at least half the game that way. That would have been great.
I'm tempted to say Caleb just because of the ability, the diversity of things I could do with magic in that game, and I leaned into it and loved it. However, I feel like Vax is really my heart. That he just really felt like an alter ego for me. And also, like the Vox Machina story, we all love all our Blorbos, but Vox Machina's story was the one where we fell down this rabbit hole together, and it was so bewildering and amazing that it was happening at all, and I just felt lost in it all. And I don't know, it's that their story came from our origin, and just from that it's just so deeply rooted in heart and mind.
What Liam said, but also I liked playing Loquacious Seely. Only because it was just so fun having that deep relationship with Abria, and it was really fun in that sort of miniseries that all those characters seemed like they had fully fleshed out relationships with each other from like the first second we started the first episode, and that I'd never really experienced that before, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the favorite has to be Noman, my frog from the Johnson Corp one shot. Created by Kestrel, your
Created
kid.
by my child.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is always such a tough question because there's facets of all of us and all of our characters. Laudna has been a blast because she is just so kooky and out there and says whatever she wants. But I mean, Keyleth kind of grew up with me, and Bo was incredible because it's just fun being a cocky asshole sometimes.
So you didn't choose.
I didn't. Yeah. And I refuse to because we're rebels.
Yeah, choosing is hard. I feel like Fern is so fun to play at the table because playing somebody that, doesn't have a filter is just so fun. But Yasha has a place in my heart that's different from the others. But also, I really liked playing Damien with Darrington Brigade, and I feel like I can't wait to hopefully one day jump back in those again, because that kind of felt like a combo of like, yeah, Damien was fun.
Damien was hot.
Damien was very hot.
I miss the Darrington Brigade real bad.
Yeah, me too.
Real bad.
Would you guys want to see the return of Darrington Brigade? Yeah! Okay. Genuinely curious. Gonna file that away. Thank you.
But would you fly halfway across the country to see us live do it?
There's a big section in the back that are like, meh.
Fair.
Also, we only have 9 minutes left, so we should start speed.
We do.
Okay.
We have,
my answer is Henry Crabgrass.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
All right, we are going to do one final question.
Actually, I have a couple more questions that could fit in that speed round, such as Delilah's ever-growing up influence.
Take her over, destroy our campaign.
I killed you once, I can do it again.
Oh, like this is how all their characters or feel about Delilah, like right now.
We don't have time for this shit.
I love it.
I love it.
I'm every moment of it.
Yeah. Warlock's gonna warlock. I don't know what to say.
You.
Good question.
Here's the question I've been wondering ever since the start of those of the solstice. Where is Uk'otoa right now? Like, all of the powerful prisoners have been released and stuff. What is he once again loose? Matt does confirm that he is still sealed, mainly due to the fact that these are ancient power entities are doing stuff. But because they're ancient, they're sealed. Some of their powers, most powers of those seals is slightly waned and stuff. So they're Uk'otoa recently got released and resealed, so his seal is nice and fresh.
Matt.
Hi.
Hey, as a guy named Ira, What 2 campaigns? The Somnovum and the Nightmare King.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know the meaning behind the name, or what was your choice?
Well, originally with the Somnovum, it was the meaning behind the name, the Latin roots. Like all the different names of the Somnovum had kind of Latin roots spaced around the different emotions that they represented for their final forms in the event. For Ira Wendigoth, I just like the name. I just like the name, and Ira's a weird, fun, interesting character that I wanted to like. A lot of times when I'm sitting in my chair creating NPCs, and I start just like making noises or trying to think of names and things that are fun to say, and I say them out loud, and then others I don't, and then regret it later. So yeah, that's kind of where Ira came for that. I didn't even realize that I'd done it twice with the campaigns until I did, and was like, it's fine. More than one person can have a name in Xander.
What is the meaning? Is it just guy with a hat?
That is the name.
In Hebrew, it means watchful or vigilant.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Good call.
This is great.
Yeah,
Love
Thank you. Thank you all so much. Oh, one more.
Sorry, I lied. Hi, first, love you guys. I had so much to say, not going to say it all. My only real big question is, I'm going all the way back, Campaign 1, Episode 1. When the are we going back to Craghammer? I want to see Dwarf City shenanigans.
I know. Honestly,
There's a lack of dwarf representation in our campaign.
There's a lack
Right?
of representation.
Dwarves are my favorite fantasy.
We can tell. You're Scottish.
I love them so
on
much.
point.
I love them
Sam,
so
please
much.
never again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Makes me feel
Oh, hello.
Bring back I'll Be the Rat.
I mean,
Vox Machina goes back to clean up Craghammer.
could be.
One
You,
shot.
you run out of ale. We have to go back for more.
Yeah.
There'll be opportunities
Stay
to
tuned.
wander into more dwarven settlements, I'm sure. Good question.
Thank you all so much for your questions. For those we didn't get to, I apologize, but thank you all just so much for being here. But I do have one more question for the cast. Hi.
Hi.
So 2025 is going to be a big year for you. You're celebrating your 10th anniversary. Do you all have anything, I don't know, special planned that people should know about?
Margaritas. All right, yeah. Yeah.
Bowling?
What are we allowed to say? What are we allowed to say?
10-year anniversary is going to be awesome. We're going to stack it full of things. Stay tuned. We're going to have a number of things rolling out. Plus, animation coming this October, maybe something the following year. But stay tuned. We'll have a smorgasbord of stuff.
Obviously, Daggerheart will be in 2025. So that'll be fantastic.
And we'll get to work on that Hammer Time one-shot in Craghammer.
Sure.
No.
You all, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for allowing me to be here with you.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, Christina.
Thank you to everyone who waited, who watches, who listens, who does, just supports these people.
And with that, that came to an end. Next up, we have the San Diego ComicCon on starting. Okay. Well, they quickly introduced. I kind of had to use a clip there, but honestly, the humor was just okay and stuff, nothing special. However, they do show us a clip from the upcoming season of Legend of Vox Machina for. Yeah. Thank you.
What? Show the clip.
Sorry. The old Basilica, Northwest District, past the Temple of Onyx. 10 minutes away.
Halt!
Maybe 15?
You were observed at the scene of Mrs. Asharo's murder. Surrender, or be taken by force.
Easy, fellas. I know it seems bad, but we're not here to cause trouble.
We're not? That don't sound like us.
You were warned.
You know, there are times to talk and times to fight, but sometimes you just gotta run!
Go! I'll catch up!
We can shake these guys on the way.
Have to shake them too.
Gosh, Maccabi!
Might have to rethink the whole shaking thing.
Oh, man!
And then we also have this nice pic, well, like from next season 2. Just a still picture of Vax staring down Thordak. That will be later in the season, of course. And they do announce, we've heard it already, but they once again re-announce the upcoming Mighty 9 animated series with not an full animation, but an animatic. I will say there's something familiar about this.
Let's show him the animatic from the Mighty Nine.
There! Apologies.
Oh, handsome hero, please save me.
Save you? What?
Stop right there!
No, wait, what?
You're under arrest. Both of you.
No, this is not what it looks like. Huh?
He's armed!
Look, no, I didn't mean to.
Kill them both if you have.
This is not what it looks like. Huh?
He's armed!
Alright. That voice clearly Sam. By the way, not sure you didn't see this yet, but this one has all of them except for Tals and Sam.
Look, no, I didn't mean to.
Ooh, your magic is so powerful.
I don't have magic.
Get the girl! Kill them both if you have to!
Yeah, I got a feeling I know who that is.
They're trying to kill us!
Come with me if you want to live. We need to get off the street.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy, the color red, who said, wait, kill up. I think that's Lord Sharp, who got Jester banished or basically forced Jester from Nicodranas originally. Now we get to the questions. First one, if you were transferred, if the actual players or Matt were actually transferred into the Chaldori setting themselves, what would their class and background be? For Marisha, it's really any magic caster. She may be thinking perhaps a sorcerer or a druid, because of course that's the one thing you really can't do in the real world. By the way, if you're wondering, personally, I would probably either be druid or stuff, or cause I have good, or and this is probably the most likely one, because I got pretty good physical strength, and based on my powers, my ability to spot wild and stuff, good perception, which equals wisdom. So, wisdom-based blood hunter would probably be the most likely thing for me.
I mean, like, don't judge me, but like, put me in the Cerberus assembly. Let's go. I'm power hungry.
You're being judged.
They're like, woo. Okay. Yeah, that's a choice.
Ashley, same question for you.
Okay, wait. Ask it again.
Ashley,
So I can.
if
hear
you
it a little
suddenly
better.
found yourself within the Tal'Darai setting as yourself in the real world, what would be your preferred class and background?
Okay.
I love how you heard the question the first time. You're like, well, thank God that's not my question.
That's exactly what I did. No, okay. I would probably. I mean, here's the thing. I really wish I was like a little bit more smooth than I am. So I would want to be a rogue because that feels like really. I don't know. Rogues just feel cool.
They feel cool.
Background. I mean, listen. I really have fun with Marisha, so I feel like I would want her to be my boss at the Cerberus assembly. And then I would just maybe I would be like a bodyguard situation.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Yeah.
All right, that's how I'm gonna go.
Liam, now since they start giving different questions. Oh. What has Liam not played as played as before? He says he's never really done a healer and stuff. Now we move on to Bell's Hell's question. The first one is from Marissa. They talk about how Laudna casts Phantasmal Force on Aura and stuff, but he saves and prevents the effects. If he had failed, what would she have made him see? And she said that she would. Hey, she's one for something kind of clever.
For sure had a plan. I for sure had a plan. This was a couple months ago now at this point. And I saw this question in our lineup and I was like, shit, what was I going to do? I think, after thinking about it, I think what my plan was is that I was going to try to convince you that I was Keyleth. I think I was going to try and take the form of Keyleth to be like, this sword is bad news bears, hand it over. Like, you don't want this burden.
Dang.
I think that was my plan.
Ooh, that would have been such a cool deep cut.
Wow.
I know.
Good thing you're so bad at rolling dice.
I know. Pretty manipulative. But I'm pretty sure that was my plan.
Fun.
Yeah.
Now, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Hi, Matt Mercer.
Yeah. What would Dom when they first arrive at the chamber, or where the Nox engine was? Dom showed them all visions to like weaken their spirit. The question for Matt was, what would Dominox had shown? Dominox's vision to Lunas have been? According to Matt, he's trying to be engaging because he doesn't want to reveal too much in case it comes up later in game. But the general gist he says is that he shows him those he cared about, but still had to sacrifice for what he perceives as the greater good, something to reduce his resolve. Make him wonder if he's actually doing the right thing. Then we give a lore question. What was it like to play as and making lore for the Raven Queen? It was kind of very stressful. This is like a major character she's got to represent. And she, as a player, has a love-hate relationship with her because of how much Vex is lost to her.
He's a complicated individual.
It's very fun to watch you try to avoid answering the question without giving away stuff that may or may not have happened or will happen in the future.
Shoot. Missed the timing.
Because I got to have meetings with you and really hear about her backstory that like nobody else knows.
You're the only other person that knows a lot of this information.
You guys, I felt really, really special. And thank you for trusting me with that. And I wanted to, honor that while I was portraying her as well. So it was a lot of kind of like being on a panel where you know the answers to things, but you can't give it away fully because it's stuff that I know you haven't revealed yet in campaigns. So it made me appreciate her a whole lot more, though.
I thought it was a great fit.
Because I'm a stone cold bia.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Liam?
Yeah.
Which Shakespeare character is most like Orem?
Closest to Orem.
Oh my gosh.
Closest to Orem. There's a lot of Shakespeare characters. None of them are halflings. Well, I mean, there's elements of like Puck or the wind spirit Ariel from the Tempest, just aesthetically. Or you could take maybe some of the sword fighting ability of Tybalt or Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet. Emotionally, let's say Olivia from Twelfth Night, who starts the play dedicated to mourning a loved one, but a singular young man enters her life and brightens up her perspective.
Very good.
That gets a round of applause because he went.
Very good.
I love how you went from what could possibly name a Shakespeare character? Well, actually,
Yeah.
impressive
Great.
and beautiful.
Gee.
Now for my 9 questions.
Next to Liam in class.
Hey, Travis.
Hi.
Were you talking in class?
Yes, I'm sorry, teacher.
Great, because it's your turn. Now that Ford has found Vandrin, has he given up on finding Sabian? Is he still searching, or is he letting sleeping dogs lie?
We're not letting sleeping dogs lie. We gotta balance out the ledger. I would say, here's the thing. When we have these animated series where we get to take a fresh look at characters and maybe explore things that we didn't in the live stream, we might do some of that. So let's say we'll see.
Ashley, let me get Ashley. What's it like playing? A character like someone who's like it's kind of who is strong yet vulnerable. Like how do you keep the balance of playing? Well, she kind of likes playing the contrast, like someone who it has this sense of stuff there. It's kind of the same reason why Travis likes playing Grog. And I can't wait to see wait to show us some unseen tender moments in the animated series. Now we go to audience questions. Now, for this, I will be showing you. Actually, is that right now? I chose to show the clip where all the questions are asked because you get to see some of the people asking. There's some cosplayers and stuff.
Hey, my name's is Bella, and I just wanted to say a really quick thank you. When I was in high school, I really wanted to get my best friend into D&D, so on a road trip, I only downloaded the Mighty Nine for us to listen to, and now she DMs for me. So thank you very much.
Amazing.
My question is for Ashley. When you're making a new character, where do you tend to start? Like, where do they come from?
Oh man.
Her first thing she tries to figure out on her character is the vibe they give off of stuff. The last thing she thinks of is how they look. Like she figure out the vibe, what their early stories, then figure out from there what they would look like because of it. Also, whenever she's designing a character, like she thinks, what is, where is she at in her personal life, and what, so that when she wants to like a little escape, like who play else? Must be real bored if she's going as chaotic she is with Fern. That's my own. She admits the Pike was a little haphazard because from the start, and then she gave this document where really, like, Matt gave her a document about like some connections she had.
Good question.
Hi, I'm Sean. My question is for Matt. What do you imagine a future era of Exandria looking like?
Oh man.
Well, apparently it's hard to tell because right now, like what's happening in campaign is something that could very well to create a new era in South. So it all depends on what happens there. Though there are many routes to take. However, he does mention how interesting it would be like if after this all, technology starts to advance more and stuff and bring it to more like 18th century, early. So they're basically with a Victorian vibe. Okay. Maybe something like first. It sounds like the start of like the beginnings of a new age of Arcanum.
And now I'm spiraling back into it. So good question. You've sent me on a creative spiral in the best way.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Megan. With recording Legends of Vox Machina and now Mighty Nine, how has it been to go and revisit those characters?
It's quick summary. I think it's great. They just love them. It's like pulling back to that.
Instantly in character.
We often comment how during a recording session where Laura Bailey gets to be Jester again, how that is her final form. That Laura Bailey is just the gestating version that's waited this long in her life to eventually emerge a beautiful, chaotic butterfly.
It feels so wonderful, and I'm not a butterfly, I'm a fairy. Thank you very much.
Sorry, my apologies. Yeah.
I also love how, like, when we go in to do Vox Machina, all the characters have threads that
that ties together stuff, but they're also starting to record stuff for My Nine, which means the threads are all changed and stuff like. Laura comments like, one day you can go all into Vox Machina stuff. Next year, suddenly trying to get into things of your My Nine character. And then like going in like after court session, like finishing up like in this whole career, then having to switch back to your current character for campaign 3.
It's hard to tame those characters once they've. It's hard to tame Jester when she's been unleashed. Then to like go back to Imogen is like,
Oh.
Good question.
Thank you so much for your question.
Hi, my name is Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy.
My question is for anybody up there. If you found yourself one of the gods in the pantheons of Exandria, and you had the chance to change the fate of one character in that world, who would it be? What would you do?
This one kind of stumped over a little bit, like trying to figure out.
Selfish.
I might make the Lord of Hell successful at something he tries.
Oh, that's a
fire.
start.
There's a couple of those.
Interesting.
Burn.
Mercer will have Kiki take over for the Raven Queen to try to get Vax back. Small complications of that, though.
But can't she? I mean, can the matron even get Vax back at this point?
I don't know. I don't know, Matt.
There's a golden lattice work of stuff. Tell us how we could do things, Matt.
No.
Dang.
I can't tell that was like no to Travis or no, like you can't get her. Keep in mind, like she has yet to be able to release them yet, and you know she would want that. So Liam would want to be honest and make sure Luna's had a better childhood because that would fix so many problems more term. I kind of did consider that. So Travis would be the god who would help the dragon turtle become the king of Dark Toe. Laura would love to take over, like, be the archer of it, and give Orm some magic because she thinks he needs it.
And now our next. Hello, Percy.
Hi, my name's Hunter. I was wondering, so I know Matt likes to keep his secrets, but how much of the theme, setting, story do you guys go over during session 0?
Well,
Yeah, they generally say like 4 hours every Monday and stuff, and for any time they have some free time to try to. Really, he doesn't give them that much. Like he does give a general thing, just to know what to expect. But ultimately, they're just making up as they go.
person about. So it was a shock to learn how the little story I invented, which I thought might just be a little sliver of the map, was actually veined out throughout the entire thing, which is Matt's brilliance. He takes all of our weird little convoluted stories and then weaves them together in surprising ways.
Lovely. Thank you so much for your question.
Yeah.
And now, for our
Nice
next
dress.
Hello, bees.
Hello.
So first, we just want to send our love to Sam and thank him for sharing his story.
Yeah.
He's perfectly okay, by the way. He's not here because he's spending time in a beautiful location with his family,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
bastard. So,
Yeah. But my question is for Matt, and I am asking for a friend. As a GM, how do you determine the events that occur outside of the thread that is seen with the characters and making sure that the antagonists do not become overpowered or that their end goal is not yet achieved?
Basically, it's the answer is to balance out the logic of the world of stuff. Like as like if there's some wiggle room there, you give it them, because it's balancing the logic with fun. You got to think of keep in mind that while your player is giving this perspective stuff, things are happening outside of your party and stuff, and usually whoever the antagonist is, you're not their only enemies. Like what else is keeping them from their goal and stuff? That could buy time. I'll go. And please do not overpower the BBEG like it's up there. That's for one shots where you have disposable characters that you don't want, that the characters don't care if they die.
Strange, but respect. Good question. Thank you.
Please go.
Hi there.
Amazing shirt! Oh my God, you're amazing.
Thank you. Big Grog fan, yeah. My name's Julian.
What a cool voice.
You're hired.
Yeah, legit. Has anyone ever been like, you should do voiceover?
Can you say, I would like to rage?
Yeah. Do it.
I would like to rage.
That was awesome.
That sounded so good.
My question is, since Daggerheart is on track for being released next year, I'm curious if there's a possible plan of having a campaign with that system.
Ooh. Yeah, there is. He said there is strong thing. Like it's their own game to go play and stuff. They have interest in all the different mediums and stuff, like all the different systems, like D&D, Daggerheart, and they will want to. It's wherever they want to play.
Pipeline. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep playing all the games. We're gonna do the things that excite us. We like to have blue sky rooms where we toss out crazy ideas, and that's one of the benefits of being an independent company is we can chase those things with you guys' support. And it served us really well for the last 9.5+ years. So we're not gonna stop now. But man, Daggerheart is fun as hell to play.
It's so fun.
It really is.
Real good, y'all. It's one of those, to your point, like, we kind of just wanted to set out to make a game that did all the things that we enjoyed about the games we play. And those moments where you're like, man, it'd be cool if you could do this. We can do that now. And so we are, with all of you. And the beta's been so successful, and it's coming together in such a cool way. We cannot wait for you all to check out Daggerheart when it hits next year. It's going to be something real special, and it's just the beginning.
Please leave your business card with Brittany so we can contact you about being Grog. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Steven, and my question is for Travis and maybe a little bit for Laura. Travis, you work with Laura on a number of different projects, starting with Roy Mustang, Burning Lust, and I wonder, and maybe one of the last ones being the Avengers working together. And I'm wondering if you take from those projects that you work together and it informs maybe a little bit of your role play or a little bit in the Mighty Nine and
in Critical Role, right? I'm just confirming.
In the Vox Machina
Okay.
series.
Hold on.
I mean, this thing says, be aware that many members of the audience may be under 18 years of age, but we could... Also, our 6-year-old is backstage, so... Hi, buddy. I can tell you this much, that playing with Laura is always an immense honor. I mean, she is one of the most talented actresses out there. I've been a fan of hers for decades.
Yeah.
Voices come home with us. So
Yes.
we're in the kitchen doing dishes. It doesn't sound like us. Our son's walking around going like, oh, that's Jester, or oh, can you be Thor?
He
Or,
does the voices now too, but he fully is like, he'll just start going, hey, Jester, and I'm not mommy anymore at that point. I am fully somebody else.
But he also comes up with, he came up with a character. What's
Vagent.
Vagent is his
Oh, that's right.
fighter, warlock, I don't know, take over the world character. So
He's destined to be a dungeon master.
yeah. Give it a half a decade or so.
Thank you. I think we have time
Thank
for about
you.
one more question.
Hi, my name is
Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hi. This question is for everyone, or if you have enough time. Music can be such a powerful tool in shaping a character. So what song can you say reflect your character's current state of mind?
Ooh. Good question.
It's like, how the stuff come.
I have to have an answer for this. There's got to be one, right?
I want gestures to be please, please, please.
What an audience mic drop. That was awesome. You destroyed them.
It's beginning to look a lot like murder.
I'm doing
I
it.
need to look it up.
I'm doing it.
I don't have my phone. I have my playlist and everything.
here
You
you
go
go.
first and then I'll take
Well,
it.
you got like playlists on tap?
I know. I don't either. And
I don't know. You guys can, if you're interested, you can listen to
I
what's
need your
going
face.
on. Oh, my face. You can listen to Bright Star by Anais Mitchell. That's a good Orem song.
By Anais Mitchell?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Hadestown. Greater.
Oof.
Stop playing Candy Crush.
No. Wait, I can't do it on my phone. What's the song that I sent you, Marisha?
It was a good song.
It was such a good song.
It was a good song.
So good you remember it.
Oh no, I don't remember it.
It was a really good song.
That's
Well,
love,
she
you guys.
knows.
Yeah. I don't know.
remember.
I will say after.
This one.
Y'all ready for this?
I was gonna say after all the stuff that Laudna has been through with Delilah, maybe a little bit of George Michael of freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Ooh.
Not for her.
I will say I can't quite pick a song right now because I don't have it with me, but I do have another playlist.
I know we've all made playlists and we haven't dropped them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We should probably
do that again.
We should do that.
Too.
I'll say for Ludinus, since everyone else is still thinking, and that's the only character that really makes sense to me right now.
Super Freak?
And that's viable. I was going to put like a little bit of Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears with No Church in the Wild. Jay-Z. What's a god to a, or what's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer?
Outside of the one that I sent to you, Marisha, I'm just going to say Orpheus by Sarah Bareilles.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Just like kind of trying to keep the hope alive.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your question. Thank you all so much for your questions and for your time and for
That's
what?
Wild.
10 years and we still barely have a plan.
Milestone.
Oh my gosh.
10
We're talking about the 10-year anniversary.
10 years.
That's
What?
wild.
10 years and we still barely have a plan.
Yep.
Gosh, maybe we'll do some more. Would you guys like to see more live shows?
Well,
I don't know. A video game would be cool.
I long for the Darrington Brigade.
Yeah. I'm going to make so many cool clothes, you guys. You just wait.
I can't wait to play with more genres in Daggerheart. I want to do some darker kind of Soulsborne style world building in there. That's what I want to do.
It's going to be a great year. We're obviously going to blow it out. We're going to have lots of milestones, parties. It's going to be it's going to be amazing. 10 years is something I don't think any of us thought was ever going to happen. More like 10 days, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, it's thanks to you guys. We hope you're loving all of it. And obviously, there's a lot of months between now and October 3rd, so we'll have lots of goodies coming for season 3 of The Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah.
We want to thank you all again. Thank you so much to Travis Willingham, to Marisha Ray, to Ashley Johnson, to Liam O'Brien, to Laura Bailey, to Matt Mercer, the cast of Critical Role. Thank you to all of you. Have a great day.
For that, all that's left is to recap my homebrew. Yes, this one even comes with a homebrew. Sylyra's pressing question. Named after my first D&D Beyond character / my reserve character in reserve for a calamity. This one's thing says calamity. It's a 7th level. It was originally based off took inspiration from Otto's Irresistible Dance, hence having a person's name in it. It is a 7th level enchantment spell, a range of 30 feet. Just need a verbal component, obviously. Its can last up to 1 minute, but it's constant concentration. And choose one creature that can hear and understand you within range, and ask them a single question. The target must successfully make a wisdom saving throw, or use their action to attempt to answer the question. More about the limitations on the questions and stuff there. Creatures that cannot be charmed are immune to the spell. A creature that is under the effect of this spell has disadvantage on all creature checks and saving throws, as well as all attack rolls. While the target affects all other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against the creature. That's something that I was originally planning to have, but it came directly from the Irresistible Dance. However, there's an extra caveat where they can actually spend their reaction to prevent having all attacks at advantage against them. As an action, an affected creature can attempt to either correctly answer the question, there's something I forgot to add here, but I'll tell you later. Or they declare that I do not know. And if they declare this, they can attempt to make a wisdom saving throw to escape the effect. On a successful save, the spell ends. On a successful answering, it also ends. By the way, the creature has advantage on all saves against the spell if the caster does not know the answer. Like if you're fishing for information, you can do, but it'll be less effective. The target must make if it can attempt to answer with something it knows to be false. Well, it can't attempt to lie on that. However, it must make 2 charisma saving throws to do so. The first one is to just give the answer, and the second one is to have the answer be treated as the correct answer. Keep in mind that if they attempt to do this, though, it would be very hard, especially since both these saving throw, because all checks and saving throws for charisma are at disadvantage, so to make both of them will be hard. There's a reason why why I upgraded it from a 6th to a 7th level. So if they do make both saves, and it's it will if you treat it as a correct answer and the effect. The affected creature must make a perception check against the spell against your spell DC when trying to use a reaction, except when the reaction is triggered by damage. And yes, this includes its caveat where it can use its own reaction to make sure creatures don't have advantage like that still save though. They have to try to roll to make that work. Finally, at higher levels, when you cast this spell, using a spell slot of 8th level or higher, 8th or 9th, you can add an additional question. Oh shoot, I forgot. I gotta make a second version to correct some of the missing errors. To ask, you can ask one additional question per level above 7th. To end the effects of the spell, the target must answer all questions, but it can only use its action to shoot. I forgot to add a lot of stuff on this. I'll have to later. The target must answer all questions, but can only answer one question per action. Now, what I forgot to list out are some things like it repeated you. If you use it on the same creature, or more than let's recast it on the same creature, that creature has been under the effects of this spell by you for more than it's been. If it's been within the week, the DC goes down by 5 per previous castings within the week. Also, there is another caveat. The DM can take control and rule a question correct if they think you or give them advantage, or after certain things an advantage if they think you're cheating, you're meta cheating, such as they've given something that would actually you would actually consider right, but the player is acting as a fault just to keep the effect up, like you cheat like that. The DM can decide that no, it does, or like no, do you know the answer? If they suspect though, they can and you don't actually know the answer, they can they can't do it. DMs don't abuse this caveat, as it will not the as just a way to deal with annoying. So, anyway, thank you for joining me. This is Free Night Remention. I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.